Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Roman Reigns is set to face Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight at Crown Jewel this weekend in Perth, Australia. Ahead of the match, Reed threatened to hit the tribal chief with a cricket bat during their upcoming match. After returning last week, Reigns came out on Raw this week to challenge Reed to a match at Crown Jewel, which was immediately accepted by him as an Australian street fight, ahead of the premium live event. Reed sat down for an interview with the West Sport, in which he said he might hit Reigns with a cricket bat in the match. Well, I think, Roman Reigns, he's got another thing coming. Maybe I'll hit him for 6 with the old cricket bat. The Australian street fight, I think the difference is we do it a little bit harder down here. Even with our sports, we don't wear protective gear or anything like that. So Roman has to be ready too. Take it up that next notch compared to a normal street fight. Reed said, "It will be interesting to see the carnage that will take place when these two monsters face each other once again at Crown Jewel." Roman Reigns, said Jimmy. USO needs to shut up following WWE RAW Roman. Reigns recently made an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, where he talked about his ongoing issues with Jimmy and Jey Uso. During his appearance, he said that he wished the USOs would listen to him and that Jimmy USO would shut up and take his advice. "I wish he would listen to me a lot better. I wish his brother would just shut up and listen to me as well. It would make life a lot easier because at the end of the day, I got the proof of concept. I'm the one who's mapped this thing out. I'm the one who understands how to get back to the new land. I'm the only one that can cross the ocean and come back. So I'm the only one that understands how to navigate these waters. And I just wish they would listen to me," he said. Wrestle purists. It will be interesting to see what's next in this story involving Roman Reigns and the USOs on our AWWE's Australian powerhouse Bronson. Reed has made it clear he's not backing down from the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, ahead of their much-anticipated Australian street fight. Tensions have reached a boiling point as Reed shocked fans by unveiling a unique and never-before-seen weapon that he claims will end Roman's reign once and for all. This unexpected development has set the WWE Universe ablaze with speculation, fear, and excitement, with the showdown taking place on his home soil. Bronson Reed seems determined to make history, even if it means taking one of WWE's most dominant figures to his absolute limit. The rise of Bronson Reed, from underdog to unstoppable force. Bronson Reed, real name Jermaine Haley, has had one of the most inspiring journeys in modern WWE. Once considered an underdog on the NXT roster, Reed carved his path through sheer dominance, athleticism, and passion for the business. His performances in NXT earned him the North American Championship and the nickname the Colossal. Now, after returning to the main roster, Reed has taken aim at the biggest name in the company, Roman Reigns. Many thought it was a suicide mission to go after the head of the table, but Reed's confidence and grit have turned doubters into believers. When WWE announced that the upcoming Premium Live event would take place in Melbourne, Australia, fans knew Reed would have a massive home crowd advantage. What nobody expected was the bold challenge he issued: an Australian street fight against Roman Reigns. No rules, no disqualifications, and no mercy. Roman Reigns' legacy at stake. Roman Reigns has ruled WWE for over 4 years, establishing himself as one of the most dominant champions in professional wrestling history. He's defeated every major name: Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and many more. But this time, things are different. In Australia, he won't just be fighting Bronson Reed, he'll be facing the entire Australian wrestling culture that raised Reed. Every slam, every strike, every weapon will echo with the roar of a proud nation backing its hero. Sources close to WWE Creative have hinted that Reigns wasn't thrilled about the match stipulation. Street fights tend to favor brawlers like Reed wrestlers, who thrive in chaos and rely on brute strength rather than strategic control. Roman Reigns doesn't like unpredictability, a WWE insider revealed. In the ring, he controls the pace, the story, the dominance. But in a street fight, the environment is uncontrollable, and that's exactly where Bronson Reed shines. The weapon that shook the WWE Universe during a backstage segment on SmackDown. Reed made headlines when he revealed the unique weapon he plans to bring to the Australian street fight. Standing beside a table filled with traditional weapons, steel chairs, kendo sticks, and chains, Reed smirked and unveiled something completely different. A massive steel boomerang, custom-built and engraved with the words, "Home Soil Justice." Fans in attendance went wild as Reed lifted the weapon and shouted, "Roman Reigns has his bloodline. I've got my homeland. And this is how Australia fights back." The boomerang, though symbolic, represents more than just a gimmick. Reed explained that it's a nod to his roots and his heritage, something that connects him to his country and its culture of resilience. "Where I come from, we don't back down," Reed said in a fiery promo. "Roman's been untouchable for too long, but every empire falls. And when he steps into my territory, with my weapon in my hand, he'll understand what it means to face the colossal." Social media exploded instantly, with hashtags like #ReedVsReigns, #Australian Street Fight, and #BoomerangWeapon trending worldwide. Roman Reigns' response: "You're playing a dangerous game, Roman Reigns." Known for his calm but intimidating demeanor, didn't take the threat lightly. Appearing later on SmackDown, he responded to Reed's challenge in trademark fashion. "Bronson Reed thinks he's ready for me. You don't threaten the tribal chief with toys. You don't scare me with your little weapons. You step into my world, I end careers." Reigns then turned his attention directly to the camera and sent a chilling warning: "Australia might cheer for you, Bronson, but when that bell rings, they'll be crying for you." The exchange was pure electricity. Fans couldn't help but feel that something special and brutal was brewing for the upcoming match. The bloodline factor, while the match is technically between Reigns and Reed, we fans know that the bloodline always looms in the background. Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and even Paul Heyman could play key roles in the outcome. However, rumors suggest that due to travel restrictions and storyline developments, Roman may be entering this battle without his full bloodline entourage. This makes the playing field more even and possibly even tilts the advantage toward Reed. With no backup and an unpredictable environment, Roman Reigns could find himself in serious danger for the first time in years. Fans react to the heated rivalry. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with anticipation. On social media, Australian fans have rallied behind their hometown hero, flooding WWE's posts with messages like, "Bring it home, Bronson. Time to humble the tribal chief. The colossal era starts now." Even international fans are intrigued by the idea of a local hero, challenging the seemingly invincible Reigns in such a chaotic stipulation. Many have compared it to classic WWE rivalries like John Cena versus Edge's street fight or Brock Lesnar's violent showdowns. What to expect in the Australian street fight? Upcoming battle promises to be one of the most physically intense matches in recent WWE memory. Street fights are known for their unpredictability, and in Australia, expect even more surprises. Weapons unique to Australian culture could make appearances, from cricket bats to trash bins labeled with kangaroo logos. Reed has already hinted that the crowd will play an active role, saying, "If Roman wants to fight, the whole country will fight with me." Meanwhile, WWE officials are reportedly taking extra precautions to ensure safety, as both superstars are expected to go all out. in what might become a career-defining clash. Could this be the end of Roman's reign? For over 1,500 days, Roman Reigns has been the face of dominance in WWE, but every era has its end. If Reed manages to pull off the unthinkable and defeat Reigns on his home turf, it could mark a massive shift in WWE's power structure. Reed's rise would symbolize a changing of the guard from an American dynasty to a new global face of power. And what better place for that to happen than in front of 80,000 screaming fans in Melbourne? Final thoughts. A clash of worlds, this isn't just another WWE match, it's a cultural battle, a homecoming, and a statement. Bronson Reed stands as the embodiment of Australian pride, while Roman Reigns represents the elite dominance of WWE's global empire. When these two collide in the Australian street fight, expect nothing less than chaos, carnage, and emotion. Whether it's Reed's steel boomerang or Reigns' Superman punch that ends the night, one thing is certain: this match will go down as one of the most unforgettable moments in modern WWE history, as the countdown to the event begins. All eyes are on Melbourne. The question remains, can Bronson Reed finally break Roman's reign? Or will the tribal chief remind the world why he sits at the head of the table?